Have you ever observed how we interchange leader and manager? We keep on using both and thinking that both means the same. But guess what, fellas? They are different. Welcome to Advancing Your Voice channel. My name is Caroline, and today's video I'm going to share with you, are you a leader or a manager? Let's look at a great example of what a leader is. I can't just figure out who I can use in the African continent except Nelson Mandela, our very own Mandela. Yes, he is exceptional. You know, in the 60s, when Mandela had that famous treason trial, he said, I look forward to a free and fair South Africa, regardless of race, where everyone is equal and has the potential of exploring themselves to the maximum. And I'm ready, if need be, to die for this cause. Isn't that daring? Isn't that taking a huge risk with a vision that he called a free and fair South Africa? He went to prison for 27 years. And while in solitary confinement, he began to think. And he realized it's not the hate for his tormentors, the white apartheid regime, but for the system. The system needs to change to embrace a free and fair South Africa. And so by the time Nelson Mandela came out of prison, because of the crucible of pain he had gone through, he was able to embrace the divergent factors, parties, and embrace his tormentors. And with that, he was able to lead South Africa into a country that is open to multi-tribal and multi-racial tendencies. What can be more apt than this story of the Mandela himself? We can also apply that to organizations. Let us look at the characteristics of a leader and a manager. Number one, perfect resume versus Crucible. A manager has a perfect resume. No risk taking, first class, brilliant, all the grades are made, no errors, no flaws. Why a leader has the crucible of pain, rejection, divorce, humiliation, just like Nelson Mandela, torment. So leaders learn from these challenges because they take risk. And sometimes those risks do not work. Like Nelson Mandela took the risk. Or you can take a risk in your organization and it doesn't work. And so leaders emerge from that crucible with compassion. Number two, command and control versus authenticity. Managers give out orders. They don't want to know the opinion of other people. They just give the orders, directed. I direct you to do A, B, C, D. Get this task done. And however you do it, that is within you. But for leaders, they are authentic. Authentic means that they are transparent. They communicate their vision. So what they have inside, they share it out. It's very transparent, and that gives them authenticity. Number 3, hierarchical organization versus empowerment. Managers view their organization as hierarchical. So you have an organizational structure of the chief executive, directors, all the way transcending down. So communication goes from up to down. But leaders believe in empowerment. They believe in teamwork. And so they share their vision and empower their team to do it. Number 4, self-interest versus the organizational interest. The manager seeks self-interest. What is there for me? How am I going to do this? What's my benefit? While the leader seeks the organizational good. Number 6, short-term versus long-term. For the manager, it's all about short-term goals, get it done, do it, coordinate it, manage it to the end of its execution. But for the leader, it is a long-term vision. What am I seeing in the next 10 years, 20 years, 30 years? How do I want to make change? Usually such leaders are transformational leaders. Number 6, IQ versus EQ. Managers look at the IQ, which is the intelligence quotient. Their team or their subordinates, they usually use that word, subordinates must have cognitive ability to get the work done. But leaders look at emotional intelligence, how to build relationships, how to connect emotionally with their team and get them to do the work. Number 7, external validation versus intrinsic contribution. Managers want to have external validations. They want to have the awards, the recognition in the organization. So they are driven mostly by external validation. But for leaders, they are driven by intrinsic contribution. How are they going to make a difference? How are they going to make an impact? So in today's world, it is very important to have the skills of a manager to coordinate people and direct them to achieve goals. But in combination with leadership, it makes for a perfect organization. It makes for a perfect management. When you combine the leadership skill as well as the managerial skill, that means being able to have a vision and being able to share that vision and being able to manage people to get it done and being able to connect with the team emotionally. So all said and done, are you a leader or are you a manager? When you combine the two, you make absolutely a great, effective leader. So I would like you to share your struggles into the leadership role if you're a manager. And if you're a leader, you can also share how you're able to transition from a manager to a leader. Let me have your comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more on self-development as well as professional development. So I look forward to hearing from you soon.